Hello, 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 and good morning. I forgot how to speak for a second. Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Let me turn down the game sound for a little bit. I hope everyone is safe and warm and out of the storm. Ooh, hashtag bars. No, seriously, I know for a lot of people, today is when the storm is passing through your particular region. So I hope if you are joining me here, that means you are somewhere cozy and warm and safe, and just overall well. So thank you guys for hanging out today. And again, happy Sunday. All right, let's see who is here first. Let me gather myself. Corgi claiming the first spot. Hello, 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 Corgi. And right on her heels, we have our mod and our one of our fave girly pops, Ash. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Ash. How are you today? AKA the Cozy Rocky. Please go check her out over on Twitch for all the cozy sleepover vibes. How are you doing today, Ash? I okay, there we go. Sorry, I got derailed by a notification. Okay, I am going to keep going. All right. Yes, how are both of you? I don't know what regions exactly you're in. I feel like 3/4 of the country, it feels like, is affected by the storm. Are you guys affected by the storm? How are you guys doing? If so, has it passed already? All the things. Just how are you doing today? Cozy and warm. Yes, just how we like it. Just how we like it. I'm going to finish dressing my girl. So I actually started dressing her and then got distracted. And so she's been standing here for I don't know how long at this point. I went off and just kind of did other things and just left her just here unattended. Although she was cute. The that was not the outfit of the day. I'm feeling a little camo-ish today. So I think those are the vibes we're going for. But yes, I am also nice and cozy and warm, and that is what I am hoping. Do I want to wear a coat? That is what I'm hoping for everybody. Nah, not really feeling the coat. Not really feeling it. But I do. Do I want wings? You know, I don't know if it's just me, but I wish we could have the wings glider effect without necessarily always having the wings on our back. Is that just me? Like sometimes I want to fly. I just want to hover, basically, without wings that may or may not match my outfit. But okay, you just finished making lunch for you and the hubby. What are we having for lunch, Corky? I, meanwhile, am working my way through my first breakfast. I did not mean to exit. Yeah, I'm just having a little bit of croissant toast and some tea. That reminds me to not forget to get your daily tea and your daily treat, everyone. But what's for lunch, Corgi? I'm already planned ahead. I'm going to be making chili today. I've been wanting to make chili all week. Probably closer to 2 weeks at this point. But then we always end up doing something else. And the chili just kept getting, pushed back. And today I'm committed to the chili, and I'm very much looking forward to that for lunch. I think I'm gonna just keep it with a simple headband today. Either that or I make a cap. Maybe I make a cap. Yes, let's make a cap. All right, let's edit a cap because I can't make any more. Washing clothes and sheets and cleaning up. I am also doing laundry. Ash, I have it running actually in the background. Um, Nice Sunday morning laundry sesh. So on that note, if you guys, hear it in the background when the washing machine stops, no, you didn't. But no, I am also doing laundry, so you might hear that sing song in the background when it stops. And I might also take a break to go empty the laundry machine. Well, switch from washer to dryer. Do I want a motif? I don't even know what motifs we have, to be quite honest. Um, but this feels good enough, but it does mean no glasses. Yeah, now she's cute without her glasses. I think she's cute without her glasses. But yeah, I woke up early this morning. Um, Decided to, start a few loads of laundry as well. Um, did some like pre-prep for breakfast and then felt compelled to stream. So here we are. I was gonna be decorating anyway, and I decided, well, why not decorate with you guys? Think we can do better than those sneakers. What boots do I have? So I love getting dressed every day, or as much, as I can when I play this game. No, those are too chunky. I think we're gonna just do these. Um, because we really get so many outfits and pieces that I forget about. And this is a way to dust them off. I am really not crazy about the wings. I'm not crazy about them. Hello, 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 Jinza. How are you? Yes, happy decorating in the valley. What are these? Oh, maybe I like a lower wing. Maybe I wasn't crazy. Actually, let's see. No. Nah. We're gonna do a wagon. We're just gonna wagon it. How are you this morning? How is your Sunday going? Are you safe? Are you warm? Are you out of the path of the storm? Let me know. Let us know how you're doing. That's also kind of the other reason I wanted to stream. Okay, this feels like a good we're getting things done today look. That is also the other reason I wanted to stream. Let's empty pockets. Because I wanted to make sure, that there was just kind of something to do, a way to check in, at least a way for me to kind of check in with everyone, make sure everyone is well. If you can watch a stream, that tells me, you have power. You can tell me if you're okay, because I am inherently a worrier. And like I said, I know it's affecting a good 3/4, maybe more, of the country. And I've seen like in different discourse and what's not, where people are like in the path, some more so than others. So this was also a way just for me to make sure, my people are okay. So yeah, I'm excited to be able to see some people come in, because again, that at the very least tells me you have power. We have about 5 inches so far. I'm supposed to get 8 more. Still have power though. Wonderful. So warm and cozy. Wonderful. You know what's crazy? Where I am, we haven't seen a single drop of snow, not even like a wintry mix, which feels really, really odd, especially when it seems like everyone is getting snow no matter where you live. I did a thing. So I wanted my hydrate stream to have sound. The sound's been sitting there for quite some time now, and it worked. Yay, we did it, Ash. We did it. But yes, we have not seen any snow. Last I checked, we were not in the path of the storm. So we've just had wind and rain all winter, and now it's just really bad frost. So to answer your question, I am well. The storm is not impacting us, so I am very, very grateful for that. But I want to say all of the rest of our family members, I'm just doing like a quick tally in my head. Yeah, all of the rest of our family members are in the path of the storm, regardless of where they're scattered in the country. And so it definitely is still on my mind and still something that I'm checking in on a regular basis to make sure our siblings and our moms and all those folks are okay. So yes, but I physically am well. So thankful for that. Yes, guys, as you come in, you guys are, not new to this, you're true to this, but you do earn in stream currency for chatting and for hanging out. So as you come in, check your sugar cubes balance, exclamation point sugar, and then you can use said sugar cubes for a variety of fun chill redemptions. I am so glad. Okay, so that tells me, okay, we'll talk, I guess, Ash, but that tells me that my theory of how to get things to do things can work, because I've had sound effects just kind of sitting here and doing them manually and not applying them to things, and yay, it worked. Okay, all right, we're gonna do all of my dailies. If someone would like to see, oh, I actually did need to pet, so that works, but that wasn't the intention. If someone would like to see how I will be faring with Scrooge today, exclamation point Scrooge. Let's see what the percentage is that the duck does anything, has anything good for me. It has been, I should have actually kept track of all the days, but I want to say I've officially hit the 2-week mark since the last time I got anything new for Scrooge. And I don't have everything. I don't know exactly what I don't have. However, one item I know for sure that I don't have is the Wish Blossom flower. I don't know if there are other smaller items. Anytime I see something new from the DLC shop at this point, it's something I already have. And kind of sucks. Hello, Nicholas. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you doing today? How are you doing with the storm? Are you safe and warm? Are you unaffected? Should Pocahontas get a live action remake? I think I need to think on that a little bit longer, because the movie Pocahontas is a very sensitive one in our present time. When it was made, there was definitely a much lower sensitivity, is the best word I could think of, towards that film. And so I don't know. I need to think about that a little bit longer. 28% chance Scrooge finally put something elegant on the shelves. All right, let's see, Shinza. But yeah, I don't. What do you guys think? I am someone who is a fan of live actions in general. I don't think every movie needs a live action, but I definitely have some live action films that I enjoy. I really like the Cinderella, the Beauty and the Beast. Again, it's not a long list, but there's some that I like. So I'm not against remakes. I think if just done well, if done tastefully, and if done in a way that preserves the story but can also add something to it, because a lot of these animations obviously were done during a time where it was like bare minimum storytelling. Just the bar was lower. I don't know how else to put it. And so now we need a little bit more, storytelling, a little more meat and potatoes, if you will. Yep, like I said, even when I get something new, it's something I already have. I'm gonna buy this anyway because I use it a lot, but nothing. He gave me a dirty stove. All right, well, at least he is consistently disappointing me. Oh, I do need to get more of something from him though. I'm back here, duck. Yeah, no, it's higher than I expected, a higher percentage than I expected. He's been a consistent disappointment at this point. And it's okay. I've made my peace with it. I do hope, just like zooming out a little bit, that yeah, I never bought any more of these. I don't need a ton of these, so let's maybe just start at 10 of each. I do hope that that is something, a quality of life update that comes to the game in general. There's no reason to have this many Scrooge stores. If you guys have noticed, I never check the other ones. Because I do have, thankfully, at least I think, all of the new items that would come from those. And so I'm only checking one store a day. But to have this many stores, I can only imagine the people who are still checking all 4 of their shops and to walk out every single day with nothing. It is frustrating, just the drop rate, especially after an update or a new release. So I do hope, kind of big picture, that's a change that comes, but it is what it is. All right, I think I can make a run to Storybook Vale for resources before having to empty my pockets again. Let's see here for you. Oh, yeah, that's just the timer. And so we're gonna head to Storybook Vale, go see Kristoff. I think I'm good on flowers. So I might just, oh, you know what I forgot to do? No, I did it. Get some of these from him. I don't always need things from here. You know what? Let's go get the flowers anyway. Because sometimes when I am in a crafting zone, I never want to just be randomly derailed by not having the right amount of flowers or whatever. Okay, I'm officially full, so let's go home. Let's eat something. Is everyone still collecting festive cocoa and making the festive hot cocoa? I made a bunch so that I can decorate with them. Because obviously my character isn't actually eating them. I'm not farming festive cocoa anymore. However, I might do another pass before that island completely disappears. I made myself the most terrifying creature in any room I entered. So that is one of my favorite Lady Danbury quotes. You know, we learn a lot about her in Bridgerton. We learn about, even more about her in Queen Charlotte. Highly recommend you guys watch that as well if you haven't. And that quote comes into full context based on what we learn about her in Queen Charlotte, the prequel. Essentially telling us her origin story, like how she became the force that she is. So thank you for redeeming a Danbury quote, Ash. She is, like I said, obviously my favorite character, but it's really the Queen Charlotte prequel that really cemented that favoritism, if you will. All right, we are going to, it also is Bridgerton premiere week. So excited. On Thursday, is Thursday? It's the 29th. Yes, Thursday. Season 4, part 1 of season 4 debuts, so you guys know where I'll be and what I'll be doing. Let me just grab the rest of those flowers because why not? Why not? I need to do this side of the bind just so I can actually say my entire bind is complete. because I only have half done. And I love landing into this half. And then I go pick up my flowers and it's like, oh, disappointment. Um, and while I'm here, I've been meaning to do this for quite some time now. I wanted to see how the cobblestone looks here. I think I like it. I wish these gaps weren't so wide when you're on a diagonal between the pathing. But yeah, the cobblestone definitely speaks to me a lot more than the slab. Decorista, hello, hello, hello. How are you? Welcome in. Happy Sunday. How are you today? Are you? Yeah, I like the cobblestone more. Sorry. Are you affected by the storm? If so, are you somewhere safe, warm, cozy? Check in. Let us know. All the things. All right, we're going to the plains. And from Eternity Isle, I just check Kristoff and the gems. Oh, this is taking longer than it normally does to load in here. All right. Is anyone else playing this morning? Decorating? Is everyone in Heartopia? I feel like now, anytime I speak to people, they're in Heartopia. I don't need these. I just need these. And then this one. And we're out of 5,000. To the valley. Yeah, what's everyone doing right now? Decorating, playing. Every time I turn around, people are in Heartopia. I guess that's okay. I'm not like jealous or anything. This is, I joked the other day, this is such an interesting time. Obviously, DDV's between updates. So if you're not like actively decorating or questing, like sort of playing catch up in some way, or still working on the star path, maybe you aren't really, I didn't need the plaza, I actually needed the forest. You aren't really necessarily doing anything in DDV besides just waiting for the update. ACN has just released an update that was highly anticipated, but then like right after Heartopia dropped, and I feel like it has kept everyone's attention. And so this is such an interesting time for like the more popular of the cozy games at the moment, because it feels like everyone has just dropped those games and is hyper fixated on Heartopia. Is everyone here right now someone who plays Heartopia? I don't, by the way. I know Ash, you do. Corgi, I feel like you do. Decorista, Ginger, do you guys play Heartopia? Happy Sunday, cozy inside with rare snow and ice outside in Central Texas. Hope to keep power. I hope so too. So I have some family in Texas. I think they're in what's also considered Central Texas. I think. Honestly, don't know. However, same. They were telling me the same. Like it's just super rare. Although I think at this point, Texas, y'all should just be prepared for all the things, because Texas in recent years has been getting. Actually, let me empty this tiny chest and just officially go through these pockets. Texas has been getting basically 4 seasons at this point, I feel like. And a lot of states as well that normally don't experience this, they, are caught off guard. I think all the states now should just get prepared for all the seasons to avoid these sort of issues. But I am happy to hear that you are indoors and safe, Decorista. Coco, hello, hello, hello. How are you? Welcome in, and happy Sunday. Are you safe from the storm? Are you cozy and warm? Let us know. Fill us in. Ash, you're not playing Artopia right now, but it is your hyperfixation. Yep, I figured. Yep. That seems to be the case with everyone. Such amazing creators hanging out with us today. We have Decorista streams and decorates here on YouTube. Very cozy streaming and decorating. I mean, it's in the name. We have Coco, who does decorating for both ACNH and DDV. Amazing decorating videos. Naturally, Coco, I love when her videos drop. They're super cozy, speed builds of both, like I said, ACNH and DDV. And then we have Ash, aka the Cozy Rocky, over on the Twitch side, who does cozy streaming for Sims, DDV, soon to be adding question mark ACNH, maybe Heartopia. Would you be streaming Heartopia, Ash? Let us know. But please go check out my faves because they will be your faves too. Ooh, who's getting the Ash cardamom cream? That actually just reminded me I'm out of cardamom pods. I love dropping them in coffee. I do not drink coffee anymore. However, I did get my husband into doing that. So we will drop just one cardamom pod in the cup before like brewing the coffee and building on top of it. Try it, thank me later. But yes, cardamom cream, that is a good one. Well, hello, Brandy with an I. How are you? Happy Sunday. Thank you for coming in. How are you with the storm? Are you, didn't mean to do that. Are you affected? Are you in its path? Are you somewhere cozy and warm? Let us know. I don't think I got any chocolate wood. Yeah, no, I didn't. All right, let's do that. Brandy, you made okay, hold on. Decorista, you started playing Heartopia yesterday. Brandy, no, you were right. I have not seen you in a while, so I'm so glad you were able to catch this kind of randomly timed stream. I woke up, I was gonna be decorating, and I decided why not stream it. Jean said, I don't play it. I'm a DDV girly only. Thank you. I mean, I'm at DDV only, but I don't play Heartopia. And I felt like I was on the bleachers by myself. So thank you. I never gamed before finding this game. Same. So this is the very first game that I can say, like I've played Tetris as a child when I would go visit cousins, like, you know, the era of like early Mario and those Aladdin games and like kind of those games from way back when as a child, but nothing that I would consider myself a gamer. I didn't have like my own console or anything like that. I got a Wii when I was in my late 20s, but that was really more for like Zumba and bowling and those things. So I want to say DTV is the first game that like I actually play like on questing and doing things and all the things. So same. And even though I've added a few more games to that list, it's not many. It's a very short list, a handful of games, really and truly. So I am with you on that. All right, you started playing Heartopia yesterday, Decorista. I did see that. All right, hold on. Brandy, you made an Heartopia account yesterday, but you haven't done much with it. You've been playing ACNH and you haven't been in DV in about 2 weeks. Gotta say, can't say you're missing much. Even as someone who is actively playing DDV. I'm not playing, I should say, I'm decorating. And so that's what I was saying earlier. Unless you have a quest log that you're working your way through, or like me and you're decorating, or you're just checking Scrooge every day, or maybe like the island event, most people are not really in DDV at the moment, not until the next update comes out. So people having Heartopia as an alternative, I think, is super timely. I do think it's hilarious though for the ACNH players, because Heartopia quickly came in, and at least from where I'm sitting, like swooped in and stole that thunder. All right, let's see. Nicole, hello, welcome in. Janice, hello, welcome in. Happy Sunday. Are you guys somewhere cozy and warm, safe from the storm? Check in, let us know. And how are you doing today? Sissix, how are you? Sissix, how are you? One, I know you weren't well, so how are you feeling? I hope you're feeling better. But you are one of the people I know for sure just was having Not great weather. So how are you? Do you have power? Are you safe? Are you warm? Let us know. Nicole, I know you're in the path of the storm. You're in the northeast. So yes, how are you for sure over there as well? Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. Brandy with an I in Texas, and it's just cold, but you're staying in the house. So yeah, that's what Dr. Risa was saying earlier. I mean, I know Texas is huge, so I'm not gonna assume you guys are in the same parts, but she was saying the same general. It's just cold. And she's staying her butt indoors as well, which is what we all should do. Just pick a game, get something warm to drink, get nice and cozy under your favorite blanket, weighted blanket if you have one, a nice cozy robe, whatevs, and just stay there until all of this passes. It is negative 10 degrees. Ooh. Oh my gracious. And I mean, I know you said before you're used to the negative weather. I will just never get used to seeing it. And it seems like now more and more people are having negative temps this particular season. Okay. Let me just do a quick drop off of these. I don't know why I never drop off the Wish Blossom Ranch ones in the middle. I guess just because their chests are just like right there. Alright, and then we're gonna drop off some flowers. And then my pockets will be empty-ish. They'll be lighter than I started. Okay, these were never in here. What did I do? Oh, I took these out. I was so confused for a second. There we go. Alright, and then, well, I'm gonna keep the cocoa on me, even though I'll probably have to come back in the house to get more food. I will keep the hot cocoa on me for the minute. Yeah, you're used to the colder weather and used to the snow. Yeah. I mean, I will say, someone from the northeast, I'm definitely used to the cold and the snow and things. It's actually very odd. I was saying earlier, we have not experienced anything more than wind, rain, and frost. We haven't seen any snow this season, which feels so strange, and it hasn't been forecasted or anything like that. But it's been cold. It's been very, very cold. Safe on the West Coast, watching the snowfall on my security cameras. Love that. I do hope others are safe and sound and able to weather the storm with minimal damage. Same. Exact same sentiments. Please be safe, warm. I'd like to say with nothing happening, but I do know some places might experience, electrical issues or whatever. So minimal damage and quick recovery is at, the very least something that, I'm going to hope for. All right, so let's get into the decorating. Oh, before I do that, Corey, I think you were one of the many people who recommended that I watch Queen's Gambit. So I did. I finished it. I really, really liked it. First of all, it was a really great exhale after watching Runaway and His and Hers back to back, because those were two like psychological thrillers and just so much drama in those, and then going into something like Queen's Gambit was a nice little break for my brain and my emotions. I really enjoyed the story. I really enjoyed her acting. It actually just hit me yesterday. I recognized her from The Gorge. It just hit me last night, though, that she is also in Peaky Blinders. I love when I make those random connections of watching something where it's someone who was unknown to me, and then by the time I watch 2 or 3 more things, I'm like, oh, they've been around for a minute. So thanks for the recommendation. I enjoyed it. She's not here right now, but Anya had recommended I watch Rain. I started it a couple weeks ago. I can't finish it. I did make it to the last season, but so many of the characters have gotten super insufferable. And I'm usually one who can sit through an insufferable character because I want to see how far does this go? How does this end? But I literally know how the story ends for Rain because it's based on history. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing this. So I have a few things on my lineup that I'm gonna watch, but yeah, I want to say thank you for that recommendation. Also, watch The Rip on Netflix. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. Thoroughly enjoyed that as well. So, anyone who hasn't watched it, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Nicole, I am good. About to hop in Heartopia. Of course you are. My ACNH house sold, so hopefully Nana will be moving into new villagers. And how did your village hunt go last night? I ended up just crashing. But how did your villager hunt go? Did you get anyone? Did you get anyone who was on your list? Someone good? And somebody tell New to accept my friend request on Discord so we can brainstorm about this. If anything, I will start the group chat. But if anyone is in Discord right now, yes, please. So Nicole and I have been talking about doing a group stream together with New. That's literally as far as the conversation has gotten. Just something in a game that we all play, something that could be fun. Nothing's fleshed out, nothing's decided, but it is something that we want to do. So Beckna, hello, welcome in. Happy Sunday. How are you? How are you doing today? I think this is your first time in the parlor, so welcome. Are you playing DDV right now, or just in general you really love the game? And also let us know, are you affected by the storm? Are you safe and warm? Just check in and let us know. As a quick aside, those of you who've been here before know the drill. I usually, if I do a morning stream, it's usually way earlier than this while the house is quiet. I decided to just do other chores and things instead, and so you will start hearing the commotion of the family in the background as they rise and get theirs day started. So you'll hear it probably more than usual because I'm usually wrapping up at this time when I do a morning stream. So yeah, just a heads up. But yes, okay. So this is the room we were decorating last time I streamed. Between the two streams last time, I did go in and add a few more touches in here. I feel like I'm done with it, but you know, when you're decorating, are you ever really done? But I feel really good, like so much so that I added, you know, guest mannequins. One thing I'm really bad at is adding male form mannequins because I've never made a male form in this game. But I think I'm gonna do that just to kind of add a little bit more depth. I'm gonna start doing that in general. So this is the room that we did during the ASMR stream. Hold on. I saw the word Bridgerton, so everything stops. That sounds exciting. I'll be front and center for the chaos. Yes, Denise, we're excited. We need to figure out what game it is, because out of the three of us, the only one that I'd say is probably a gamer for real is Nicole, and maybe then New, and then me. I am not a gamer. I am a dress up and decorate girl. That's what I do. So I am gonna try to sway them to do like some sort of decorating challenge in the game. But you know, we'll talk about that, Nicole. But yeah, it's gonna be fun regardless. I think we're gonna have a good time. Did I read the Bridgerton books or just watch the show? Both. So this season that's coming out will be the first season that I will have read the book before seeing its show. So I watched seasons 1 through 3 with zero context of the books. Last year I read, well, listened, did audiobooks. I listened to all of the books as well as Violet's prequel. And so, yes, now I can say both. What about you, Brandon? And I'm excited because this, like I said, is the first one, but I have read the book before it, and I can already tell the adaptation is going to be top tier. But I can see all of the creative liberties that they've taken through the last 3 seasons and into this season. Characters that didn't previously exist in the stories that they've added to add more body, different ways they've changed it. Just even one big key change. Season 3 is actually book 4, and book 4 is actually season 3. Like they flipped it right for the show, and I see the difference that has made, the way it plays out. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm playing DDV. Yes, it's lots of snow and crazy ice. Well, I hope you are safe and out of it, and there is no damage to you and your things, and you have power. Um, so thank you for letting us know, Vecna. But yeah, I hope everything just kind of quickly gets through your area. And the thing about the ice is people who have to be on the road. I remember the first time I hydroplaned many years ago. I was like, oh, absolutely not. The minute things drop below a certain temp, I'm not going anywhere. I've gotten caught in 2 snowstorms while driving, and that is too many. I wish that on no one. The villager hunt was fun, but I'm looking for a game like Mario Party, fun, chaotic mini games where we can battle. No decorating, Miss Ma'am. Well, okay, so we are gonna have to talk, but if it's something like Mario Party, remember I can't stream from my Switch, so there's that. My Switch is not streamable, darling, so it can't be anything on that. But we will talk. All right, so this is the room that we were doing on stream. I went in, I did change the windows to these, which, helps me just preserve those white windows that I can't buy more of anyway. I went in, I can't remember how far we got into the detailing on stream, but I mostly went in and just did more detailing in this suite. I think most of this was done on stream though. I know the towel were done off stream. Like I said, some detailing. So this was the ASMR room. Isn't she lovely? I understand why the footprint of this pillow is so big. It's supposed to be a gathering item. I do hate that though, because I couldn't get it any closer to anything. So it just kind of just out there because it has such a big footprint, because it gathers villagers. Why I need a pillow to gather villagers? I mean, I guess, but I guess I'm sure someone will use it for like dream snaps and then hide it or whatever, but I'm not that girly. I also decided to just add this little touch with the basketball hoop. That's from Scrooge. It's a Tigger item. I really love it. A little fun touch. And then we're gonna go over here. I hadn't started this room on stream, but you guys saw me drop the Cinderella furniture pieces, and so that was the starting point for this room. And so this one again I just did off stream. For those of you who don't know, I went through all of my houses. I officially have 72 houses. I guess technically 73 counting my player house. And just working my way through decorating all of them. So there are currently 20 fully decorated, although that number I might have to change it. Not have to, but just for accuracy, like there are some that I'm going to be taking out the decor and moving to another house. And so I don't know if I should count those as decorated. I don't know. We can figure that out together, but the focus is here. So this is how this one, I'll walk slower because you guys didn't see me do this one. I'm having a lot of fun partitioning, but the one thing, and it's not possible in any game that I know of, I do wish I could place things on partitioned areas, walls, whatever. So I had to look for like ceiling items that I could make look like they were on the wall. I also never realized until now that we can't put anything on this fireplace. Could have sworn we could have. Clearly I made that up. Alright, so go in here. I wanted to make sure I didn't create an exact duplicate of the other room. So I made this little kind of seating walk-in closet area. I really wanted to use the chaise lounge that came with that Cinderella stuff, but it just wasn't working. The camera is a little funky, so I'm so sorry if I'm giving anyone motion sickness. It's just because of all the beams. The camera is kind of figuring out where to go. It's a little walkthrough from the bathroom to the bedroom to the closet. These two counters are from the same collection. They recolored the sinks that, so it's white cabinet, gray marble top, I think, or white marble top. I think it's the gray marble top. They, I want to say I noticed this maybe a month or so ago. For whatever reason, these are coming out in the inverse because we don't have gray cabinets. But when you place them, they look like this. So it drove me crazy, but I decided to leave it anyway, just in the hopes that it's something that they kind of spontaneously fix with one of the updates. Not in a patch notes. I think something that they accidentally broke and then they will accidentally fix. So these two are actually the same. Just there's a visual issue happening there. And then we come out here. There we go. I need to go get a meal or something to put on this table. But otherwise, we are done here. I really like how this one came out. Like I said, I played around with the layout a lot. Because I didn't want it to look identical to the other one. I wanted it to feel different. This one was a really good excuse to use the carpets. I don't tend to turn to them often. And I felt like it was perfect for inside this house. All right, let's catch up. Let us catch up. Okay. Okay, or maybe like a cooking simulator that's co-op. Oh, yeah, we'll talk because you're the pro out of the three of us, so you let us know. Brandy with the eye. I've just been watching the show. I typically can't do it in reverse. If I don't read the books first, I tend to not be able to get into it, considering trying it with this series. So I will say, as someone who's essentially done it both ways, so last year, part of why I read the books is I decided to listen. When you hear me say read books, just know I listen to them. I don't have time to flip pages. I do audiobooks. Every book I read last year was a book that went with something I've already watched. So I read all the Hunger Games. There's only one that its corresponding movie isn't out yet. I did all the Harry Potters again. I did all the Bridgertons because I wanted to kind of really do a matchup of those adaptations in my mind. And that was a really fun experiment for me. I actually just recently started the Chronicles of Narnia, and the books are losing me, so I don't know if I'm gonna finish. But I liked having, oh, I just hit my mic, so sorry. I liked having that matchup. When it comes to Bridgerton, I think one can stand on its own without the other. Like the adaptation, the television adaptation does a really great job of storytelling if you have zero context of the books. But if you are just into the literature, you can enjoy the books and do not need the creative color that the shows add. I ended up enjoying both versions, but one can absolutely exist without the other. If that makes sense, Brandy. I have to run. Have a good stream. Thank you, Vecna, for stopping by, for saying hi. Again, I hope you stay warm and cozy, and have a great rest of your day. Corey just finished cleaning up lunch. What are we working on? We're gonna be decorating. I'm just showing everyone what we finished the last stream and what I finished off stream, and then we're decorating. Flower, welcome in, welcome in. How are you? Happy Sunday. How are you, if at all, affected by the storm? What are we working on today, Flower Loki? Are you cozy and warm and safe somewhere? And you are not late at all. You are here exactly when you need to be. Yes, yes, 73. So as of Wednesday, oop, that's my sneezing. All right, Lord Danbury, get it together. As of Wednesday, there will be 95 houses in the game. That is including our default house, our like the gamble front house, I think is what it's called. I have 73. Yep. That is nothing. Jabs told us she has 84. New has every single one, well, minus one that they just took from her apparently. Has anyone else had this glitch? One of the Alpine houses has just gone missing, apparently. I still have both of mine, but some people apparently have had some of theirs go missing. So my 73, I thought it was impressive until Drafts and New showed up and said, hold my drink. Which wall cabinets are we speaking of? I'm so sorry I didn't see that sooner. Okay, where do I have wall cabinets? Do I have wall cabinets in here? So there's the bathroom cabinets. Tell me which room to go back into, Jinza, because I'm so sorry I did not see that sooner. And I don't know which. These wall cabinets, I think. If you were talking about these, I was so hyped to get these. They are from a premium shop bundle, Toy Story themed, I believe. And I ended up getting them in my recommended. I was so... These are like the original partition wall when the girly pops didn't have partition walls. I mean, we still don't have them, but I used to watch videos and see people put them backwards, so you just see the white. So are you talking about these? They're from the premium shop. They are a Toy Story bundle. It's broken up into two bundles that come with a bunch of different Toy Story items. So there's a kitchen cabinet, counter, island, a light, a bunk bed. But yeah, I love these, if these are the ones you were talking about. I'm doing good, having a nice cozy day thanks to the snow. Love that. Yes, hope everyone is safe today. Wesley, hello, welcome in. When did you sneak in here? Happy Sunday. How are you? Are you safe? Are you warm? Are you cozy somewhere? DDV is always doing some nonsense with the glitchy items. They took the... Yes, this is just like that. They took the palm trees out of the buckets of... Although I like the pots because they have... Where I use them, it happens to work as just pots. But yeah, those are supposed to be palm trees. Which Bridgerton book is my favorite? Every time I think I have an answer to that question, it changes. So give me a second to answer that question. I keep meaning to count how many I have. Do it, Corgi. Do it. You probably think you have less than half until you start counting, and then you're like, oh, because I did not think I had that many, because they're scattered all over the place, and it doesn't feel like that many. Oh, Joss, hello, welcome in, friend. We were just talking about you. Did you hear when I was talking about you in your houses? Is that what summoned you? How are you? Happy Sunday. How's the weather where you are? I don't know about any kind of like storm watch overseas, but how are you? How's the weather? We're checking in on everyone. How are you feeling? How's your Sunday going? All right. Okay. Now, favorite book, I want to say, okay, let's get out of here. I'm gonna show you guys the last room, but to answer your question, I want to say it is a tie between Eloise's book, which doesn't have a show yet, and this book, Benedict's book, the one that's the season 4 coming out now. But they're all really good. I could sooner tell you which one's my least favorite, actually. Francesca's. The rest of them are all really good in their own way. And so this is the final room. This is just where you kind of come and get your continental breakfast, sit, hang, do the things, and that wraps up. And so this is where I decided to use the windows, and therefore I could, you know, preserve my windows. For those of you who don't know, I got those windows with a glitch, and apparently they can never be found again. I love them, but I have to use them sparingly. And so yeah, that kind of wraps up the inside of my chalet. Not the chalet house, but this is the theme for my Frosty Fortress, was the chalet. So I am actually I feel like I can consider this one as done. So I think we can even just add it to 21. So that house counter is counting all of my fully decorated houses. So this feels like done. Like I said, I always go in and do detailing. So I might still be kind of tinkering around, adding food and things like that. But we can call this one done. Let's see here. Oh, thank you for 11 likes, guys. Thank you for this random pop-up Sunday morning stream. Thank you for the 11 likes. Thank you for hanging out here. It looks like we did get a new quiet subscriber, so thank you for whoever it is that added your name to the parlor. I feel like it might have been Vecna, because I know it was your first time in the parlor. Well, Vecna's actually gone. But either way, thank you for the 11 likes and not just liking the stream emotionally, but going ahead and tapping that thumbs up. I appreciate hanging out with you guys. All right, we're gonna head out to see what's the next house we're gonna decorate. I did do a thing. I just need to remember what the thing is. Now I remember. So if someone wants to exclamation point decorate, it should pick my next house. It should. Let's see if it works. In the meantime, Hot Cocoa. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Both the Cocos are here today. So Hot Cocoa Collective is now here. How are you? Were you summoned by the Bridgerton talk? Is that what got your attention? Another amazing creator. Are you going to be streaming today, Hot Cocoa? Decorista, I think you're streaming today as well. But how are you? How are you feeling? You're still traveling, I think. So are you affected by any of the storms? Let us know. Are you cozy and warm somewhere with some cocoa? Let's see what houses we got. Style number 2. Okay, I just listed the houses in alphabetical order. So I will tell you exactly which one number 2 is. And it's just a shortened version. I do have an on-screen die that we can roll, but I didn't feel like overcomplicating things for a pop-up stream today. So let's see which one is house number 2. Oh, where's my list? Losing it. So all I did was just put all the houses in alphabetical order because there are a lot of them. If it just so happens to pick a house that I simply do not have, we will pick again. But house number 2 is the Animal Kingdom Lodge, which I have actually already decorated. This is going great. This is going great. This is going wonderful. You may ask Corgi. Oh, yes. So I do have an update on the spreadsheet. It is officially updated. So I updated it through the end of this update, adding the house that is coming out on Wednesday. I have no idea what's going on in the future updates, right? But the house based on the lease that's coming out on Wednesday added that, which is how I got to the number that there will be 95 houses. So it is officially updated. I realized I still needed to add the biomes. So the biomes have all been added from Wish Blossom Ranch. The villager houses have all been updated. And I figured out how to share the link without doxing myself. So Corky, I will be sending you a message. But yes, I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you reminded me. Because I was going in after especially flattening my valley and updating it, and yeah, that is also how I was like, oh yeah, we have exactly 95 houses, and we know there's all these updates coming out this year. So yes, please, if I forget, please just DM me, but I'm pretty sure I won't forget. Please DM me, Corgi. It was so much fun to do. It's color coordinated and everything. It's a whole thing. Okay, so house number 2. Yeah, let's take a look at it, Corgi. It is one of the newer ones that I did, and so I'm pretty sure that one won't be getting touched, because it is more on the newer end. So I do have some fully decorated ones that absolutely do need a refresh because they've been decorated so long ago. The Animal Kingdom Lodge isn't even 6 months I don't think, since I last decorated it. But let's take a look, fam. So yeah, that's this one. I think I last touched it when we got the Star Wars stuff. So like I changed the flooring. So it is a literal lodge. There goes those empty pots that we were just talking about. So in this area, it doesn't work. I need my palms. And it just looks silly. And then we have the dining hall here. Love laying out the foods. Listen, if anyone ever comes to visit my valley, walk into a room and you will absolutely find a meal to eat. I do sometimes wish that our villagers could walk into the houses or could like pick up the meals. And so this is the bedroom. We might have to do... Actually, let me see if I can do this while we're here. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm gonna try a thing and hopefully I don't break the thing. Okay, hold on. Let's switch over to my full screen. And then... let's turn this off. And then... let's do that. Okay. I think we might be able to roll the dice. Okay. Oh, we came into this room already. Silly. This is the room I meant to go into. Wow, that's never happened before. And then this kind of seating area. So yeah, I don't think there's... oh no, I did come in here and change even the stairs and everything from Aurora. So yeah, I don't think this one's been refreshed 10 times over. So let's do a roll of the die. Let's see if that works. Let's actually let's start with that. Let's see. Let me guys know. Let me know, guys, if you see the dice on the screen, and then it picks a house that I don't own, and that I will never own. I've done this one already. Refreshed it. This is going great. One I don't own. Another one I don't own. One that I own and I haven't done. Wow, wonderful. Can you guys tell I didn't plan to stream today? Because I did. But we finally found one that isn't freshly done. One that I own and that isn't freshly done. We found one. All right, so we are going to... it also doesn't have a place, so I'm just gonna place it here. But first, let me clean up. That was fun. That was a great time. That was great. Oh, but you can't see the rolling? Okay. Because I started tinkering with it over like during the week, close to the weekend, like around Thursday, Friday. But I was like, oh, I have time to live stream again. And yet here we are. Yeah, here we are. Wow. I'm just gonna leave these memories here. Ooh, that is... I think I always sometimes get a memory. That's not new. 3 once. I've never seen that before. And we're just gonna drop the enchanted forest house here. Yeah, that was fun. All right, let's see houses, and I wish this was in alphabetical order. But I do know the enchanted. So, I mentioned earlier, New had one of her houses go missing. Okay, so you can't see the dice either. Okay, so I'll just kind of check into what happened with that coding. But at least you can see the house name and the number and all of that. I mentioned earlier that New has all the houses, but save for one that was removed from her. So if I understand correctly, so this is the house we were supposed to get if you had bought the Wish Blossom Ranch DLC as an early adopter. And then we accidentally got this one. So we were supposed to get the Snowy Alpine Ranch House. We accidentally got the Snowy Alpine Cottage. And as a good faith gesture, they let us get both. They let us keep both. Instead of just correcting it to the ranch house, we essentially got to keep both the cottage and the ranch house. That is how it happened if you had qualified initially. But apparently, for some people, I don't remember which one is now missing. I think the cottage is now gone. And I guess the glitch is if you didn't put it down and save your game in the beginning or something to that effect. Honestly, I don't know the full story behind it. I think some people have made videos about it. I did not look into it. But yes, has anyone else had one of their snowy alpine houses go missing? I'm trying to think, where do I want to put this? I'll just drop it here for now. No big deal. All right, there we go. Yeah, has anyone else has theirs gone missing? Kylie, welcome in, welcome in. How are you? Happy Sunday. Are you somewhere safe and warm, cozy from the storm? That's the line. Hashtag bars. Safe and warm and cozy from the storm. Mm. But no, how are you today? Welcome in, welcome in. Another amazing creator. Oh, your link did not pop up with you. Well, Kylie is another amazing creator here on YouTube. Also, recently just made a Twitch affiliate. So, very, very proud of her and happy for her for that. So yes, you can find Cozy Kylie. That is the handle, both here on YouTube and Twitch. And I will see what's going on with your link because I feel like it was working the last time you were here, Kylie. And I think I had it set to YouTube, but let me know if you would rather more traffic to your Twitch. I'm happy to update that. Let me know. Let me know. Yes, hashtag bars. You're good. Just playing some Heartopia. Of course you are. Yours is placed in Wish Blossom, so you still have it. I'll have to make sure not to remove it so I don't lose it. So I think it's when you placed it and saved it. Because, for example, mine is removed, but I had it placed at the beginning because I had streamed and I just had shared how it looked. Mine is in my storage now. It's not placed anywhere. So I think like if you wanted to delete it now, it seems that it'd be fine. The way I'm understanding it, again, this is like third, fourth hand information. If it wasn't placed and saved, which is still silly, within that first day, I guess, or that morning, um, that's how people were losing it. Um, I am almost certain you can reach out if you did lose it to DDV. They'll see when you bought the game and that you're supposed to have the house. But it is annoying, like to just have your house up and disappear. So this is the Enchanted Forest house. I was gonna say cottage. That we're gonna decorate today. Yours is placed. Thank you. Traffic to Twitch. Okay, no problem. So I'll update it to Twitch anyway. So yes, Cozy Kylie over on the purple side, but she does stream here on YouTube. If you're just like, I want to just stay on YouTube, that is a choice too. Just counted 64 houses. Everyone count your houses. Everyone count your houses. See, like it feels like, oh, I only have 12 until you start laying them out or you're still counting them, and then you turn around and you find out you had 64. Okay, so this house, so some of my houses I already had themes in mind for them, because I'm just extra like that. I don't remember if I had a theme for this one though, and clearly if I did, it wasn't memorable. Nope, I had no theme for it. It is a blank board. So we have some ideas to play with. Also, thank you for 14 likes on the stream, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That means a lot to me. Does a lot for my ego. I'm not gonna hold you, but also it really helps the channel. Just knowing that you guys want to hang out here. It tells YouTube that you guys like hanging out here, so that other people can come hang out here. So the parlor truly appreciates it. Okay, so I wanted to actually check everyone's sugar cubes tally, because I don't talk much about my larger redemptions because I never know if anyone even qualifies for those larger redemptions, to be quite honest. But they, I do have some that do exist, and two of them involve decorating. So first of all, just first at the top of the tally, we have Corgi at 1,700 sugar cubes, Cross at 1,475. Me, I gotta make it stop counting me. I need to figure out if that's a thing I can do. Ash, is that a thing I can do? Do you know? And then we have Dom at 740, Flower Loki at 715, and then rounding out the top 10, we have Topher, Tiger Lily, New, Nick, Jeanza. I think you guys both, you and Nicole, just broke into the top 10. Go you. Ow. Excuse me, but yes, we do have our paid redemptions, and like I said, in addition to the house roll, although was it you, Drafts, that redeemed the decorate, or you, Corgi? I feel like just for all the trial and error, maybe you get your 300 sugar cubes back. We landed here. I just can't remember which one of you actually did it first, and got like docked for it. But our larger ones, two of them are involved decorated. Atelier for 2,000 sugar cubes and Decree for 5,000 sugar cubes. So just kind of something to think about for future if you actually want to just take over one of my decorating. Those are the two options. One is just adding things to the design, and the other one is dictating the entire design. So I have a zero theme for this house, so I don't know how quickly this is going to go. It might just kind of be a straightforward house, like living room, bedroom, kitchen, other room, maybe like a bathroom or something. I think we're gonna go that route. Yeah, Nicole, I think I'm just gonna have to, you know what I'll do? Actually, I am going to use, you just gave me an, it's not the idea that you gave, but it just triggered the idea that I have. I am going to use my sugar cubes purse as a sort of giveaway sugar cubes purse and randomly gift sugar cubes for whatever reason that I deem necessary. I think that's what I'm gonna do because I don't need all those sugar cubes. So it might be spontaneous quizzes or something. I don't know. We'll see. I'm winging it. But I think that might be what I do with my purse until it's empty, as opposed to just deleting the sugar cubes. So thank you for halfway getting me there, Nick. Jess, you have 510. I did this stream. Love it. I think it was Jeff's. Okay. All right, so I will do that for Jeff's. Yeah, I remember seeing it twice, but I feel like yours is the one that actually counted because it can only be done once per stream. So I will do that for you, Jeff's. I'm just gonna do that. Quick, so I don't forget. I don't even remember how to get to my things. What? So yeah, I think we're just gonna do this as like a regular forest house. It is rare, but this is one of the handful of houses that I have zero theme in mind. I don't have a story to tell for it. So we're gonna be winging it. You guys get to see what it looks like when I wing. So yeah, let's see how that goes. All right. Hold on. I just want to make sure because I don't want to forget. So I just want to get Jeff's sugar cubes back in the purse. Because if I leave it up to my memory, who knows how that'll go. All right, so yeah, I think living room. So if we're gonna do a standard house, not standard. Let's make that one bigger. And then thinking kitchen, bedroom. That's a good size. The kitchen doesn't need to be that big. It bothers me that to go smaller also costs money. And then a bathroom? Or do we want to do a dining room? What do you mean unable to find jobs? That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even make any sense. Okay. Am I going to add enchanted forest vibes to the house? I have no plan. So I like that. I like that because I'm literally a gal without a plan. So let me look up. So let's look up what's enchanted forest. So that's usually how I start. If I have kind of like certain keywords in mind, Josh, I'm just gonna add your sugar cubes back on the back end. Done. Check your balance when you get a chance. We're just gonna look up some enchanted forest themes and kind of see what Pinterest interprets that to be. Enchanted forest, because I do know that this is from the movie. My daughter knows. I'm gonna ask her. Give me 1 second. Okay, well, you probably caught the tail end of her sass. It's literally enchanted. So, and I sang the song from the movie, and yet I could not remember the name of the movie. It's called Enchanted. Okay. Well, yes. Let's see here. Not just be no, seriously, like, and it's not like I manually typed out Jav's handle, like it auto-populated it for me, and yet Streamlabs is like, don't know her. That is how Streamlabs. Huh? Ooh. Okay, I like no shrugging. No shrugging, Jeans. I like that. I like that. Okay. We're writing this down. We're writing this down. Hansel and Gretel. I like that because I actually don't have anything kind of in that ethos. Like old school fairy tale style. Yes. I like the way your brain works. Sorry, so we're gonna go with that old school fairy. And this house definitely suits that design style. What we have, so I really like the first enchanted jobs. The second one I could have done without, I'm not gonna lie. But yes, I really like that kind of old school storybook vibes, at least what's coming to my mind. So we are going to look up some inspiration. I like using real world inspiration more than like looking up other styles people have done for the house. Okay, this is okay. Yeah, storybook cottage. Then I gotta figure out where I'm gonna place the house. It used to be in my glades. So then instead of a bathroom, I'm gonna leave this room whatever size it is now. Alright, so let's start with this main entry area. I like that. I like that. Yes, we have a plan. We have a plan. You're not missing anything if you haven't watched the second one. My daughter really likes it. I like the casting. That's the only good thing I can say about it. I did not enjoy it. I don't think it needed to be made. And I'm not against sequels. I like a good sequel. I just didn't like this one. Okay, so my first instinct was actually to go with the broken tiles, but I don't want this to be a dingy old school storybook house. So it's going to, I think we're going to go a little more definitely earthy, but maybe a little fanciful. Oh, we have the one with the moss actually. I think that might be, I didn't mean to do that. I think that might be a good in between. So those of you who play Animal Crossing, you know when you scroll regular with the left, and then if you scroll with the right, it like jumps up. I keep trying to do that, or jumps down. I keep trying to do that in DDV, and that is not a thing that works. Okay, no, I think I like this one. Yeah, no, the mossy witch flooring. Yeah, I keep kind of like trying to get my scroll to go further by using the right. It doesn't work. Love it when a plan comes together. Yes. Okay. All right, yes. Let's look at some wallpaper. And I also don't have an end time for stream. We're just here on vibes. It might end in 1 hour. It might end in 15 minutes. uh, I'm not even. Set your expectations accordingly because this is not a normal stream time for me. Kind of just winging it with the family in the background. I think I like the mossy one, but I want to see what my other options are. No, that's too clean. I like how, for lack of a better word, dingy the mossy elements look without, but like it still looks nice. Just kind of tinkering. This is another option, but I want it to feel very cabiny, and I think the wood, like the just the warmth, lends to that. Let's see, let's see. And sometimes I know something won't work, and I just need to get the idea out of my brain. So don't mind me. Don't mind me. Give me 1 second, guys. I need to put my robe on. I'm not cold enough to turn the heat up, but I am feeling a chill. Okay. I was feeling a chill like down my spine, and I did not like that at all. All right, I'm gonna lean back. Okay, we're gonna get comfy. Let me bring the mic real close to me, and we are gonna get comfy and cozy. Yeah. I always forget. I test that reed wallpaper maybe once every 5 houses or something, and I always forget how different the shade of brown looks from its thumbnail. It is catfishing at its absolute unbest. All right, let's see. And I think the moss walls, and all four of them being moss walls, is going to be the best solution. Oh, this may be the first time, one, the ceiling that I was looking for exists, two, that I've done the ceiling and the floor as the same. All right, let's see what kind of doors I want to use. This just feels like the obvious choice, but let's see. I might also touch a magic door. If that didn't have the purple on it, I think I would have, and I might even be able to look past the, let's see, if I, okay, tell me what you guys think for the door. We're gonna, I love a poll. I love a poll. Okay, let me move the mic. I feel like it was on my shoulder just now. All right, so it is going to be between the lion cub. It's called, what is that? The lion cub living door. Wow. Whose job was it to name that? And either one of the painted cottage stairs. I am not married to whether or not it is upstairs or downstairs. I will throw in that poll real quick. Oh, thank you, thank you, Ash. I am getting better at my shrimping, and by better meaning I do it when I don't do it whenever Ash tells me to stretch. I probably should have stretched when I stood up to put my robe on. Yeah, here we are. But I'm gonna stretch in my seat. Thank you, Ash, for the reminder. Alright, can we get, oh, I hit my plate. Can we get, Ash, don't hate me, but boop, can we get some paw prints and hearts in the chat for Ash? For those of you who missed it, by the way, last time, Ash is one of the 2 new guardians of the cozy, aka mods, in the parlor, and so please, can we get some commotion and some fanfare for her? Our other mod is not here, but it is Weasley. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So paw prints and hearts for the cozy Rocky, please and thank you. All right, we're gonna test out these 2 doors. I like that idea, Jeanza, the round pillars. I love a good camouflage moment, like a chameleon, if you will. Didn't mean to leave. And you know what's funny? Even though it has those painted elements, I still think it might look better than the other door. You know what I do need to do? Make those pillars some of my favorites, because I find myself reaching for them often. I think the other beams are going to be too light. I'm just gonna put these here just to kind of have access to them, but I think this is the shade that I'm looking for. However, I do like that we have a square beam and a round beam now. I do like that we just have those 2 options. There we go. These are the ones you're talking about, right? Yeah, yep. That works. I like it. I like it a lot. I might actually just switch one to one of these to really frame it. I like it. I like it a lot. And the poll is already favoring the stairs anyway. So thank you for all the hearts and the paw prints for my dearest Ash. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Ash. Yeah. that is a command I'm allowed to do myself. Awesome. Awesome. Good to know. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right, so I think obviously this beam just being like a one side with the support is not symmetrical, but also I'm okay with that. Like, this isn't a, you know, a new build house. I just want to see how this looks in person. I like it. It adds character. And I think I agree with the poll. We can go ahead and end the poll. We're gonna go with the stairs, so we'll just do a mix of up and down. Thank you for 19 likes, everyone. What who for the 19 likes on the stream this cozy Sunday morning. If you have not liked the stream and you want to be number 20, that would be awesome. And if you have been lurking, I also appreciate the quiet lurk. Your presence is definitely appreciated and felt. Okay, let's do this. Yeah. Or actually, I said I like it and I don't mind the lack of symmetry, and yet I'm like, but also we do have this one. Oh, it doesn't even reach. Well, look at that. Alright, so let's do that. Let me see, this one was downstairs, so let's make this one an upstairs. And then the one on the side. Okay, I kind of want to have you tucked over there. Let's use that one. And then you. I'm just eyeballing it here. There really is no rhyme or reason. And I kind of feel like I am going to kind of keep that pattern going, just following not around the whole house, just the back wall. Okay, so that's the width of these aren't, so it's on the inside ones, I think. I'll just move the stairs. Yeah, it's on the inside ones. So then I gotta move you in, and then you're just in the corner, I guess. It's not even. And that is actually going to bother me a lot. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'll just have it centered to the designs. I won't. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Can you tell it's not fine? Yeah, like, and it's so it adds character, and yet my brain is like, but does it? But no, I'm not gonna touch the door frame. I like that, and I'm gonna just let these back beams kind of hang out here. Yes, we love Ash here in the parlor. All right, I can delete this. I don't need to see it anymore as an indicator that I own it. I'm just gonna put this on the back wall, not as part of the design, but just in case I need to reach for it, it's there. Okay. And then this door, I don't want to see what this looks like. Anyone else uses these stairs, the ladder? I use it a lot. I love it. I kind of just want to put it in the middle of the wall. I do wish we can kind of rotate where our doors were. Like, I might want a wall with 2 doors, for example, or I do wish that was an option that we had. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that there for now. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. It's fine, Corgi. It's fine. Everything's fine. As she crashes out in real time. Hold on. I just gonna try something. I said it was fine, right? It wasn't fine. It was, in fact, the opposite of fine. Oh gosh. Oh, it needs more space. Okay, I don't need that much space. Sheesh. So what if I did this? This is so extra, and yet, however, I will say this is arguably the hardest part. No, okay. Oh, and I can't even undo. I lost the plot, guys. I lost the plot. Okay, we're just. That's what I get for touching things. That's what I get. Okay, we're gonna put this back. We're gonna just. I'm gonna stop touching things. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this back the way I had it and walk away. And walk away because it was fine. Okay, and we're done. We're done. We're done. Not touching it anymore. Love the ladder. I use it all the time. Not to, yes, I use it in some of the most unexpected places. Sometimes when I just don't want to give the impression that there is a door, but sometimes it actually just genuinely goes with the design. Okay. Okay, let's stick you somewhere, but also somewhere where if I forget to use you, you won't be out of place. Like if I forget to delete you, you won't be out of place. All right, now let's pick some windows. We're done. Yeah, I'm done with the walls for now. I really, yes, this one is absolutely. And then we're gonna look at how no, actually I want them here, and I think on the side I might just use like one of those one of those older tiny windows we have. Ooh, hold on, the bit. Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? You have 35 house skins corrugate. Yeah, I'm telling you, like it might feel like you have 10 and then you turn around and you're like, oh, I have a couple dozen. Yeah, I did the undo. Oh, although I don't know when you were telling me to do that, Jinta. Either way, I've recovered. Either way, I've recovered from, because I realized like the stream is behind me in real time. So you're gonna be coming up on my crash out shortly. Are you okay? Oh no, although this might work in one of the other rooms, so I'm gonna get out and go in this room and do it real quick because I think that window will work in one of the other rooms, and I just want to have it as a reminder to visit that plan. All right, we're out. I'm telling you, I actually thought we would have ended at 100 last year, or at least this update, but 95 feels pretty darn close. So that's 95 houses after 3 years basically of this game. Remember to get out of armature mode and save randomly. Yes, I've gotten better, I should say, but I do need to continue to improve on that, because I've definitely, when I was doing actually one of the bedrooms in the Frosty Fortress, when I got out, a whole corner was gone. Thankfully it wasn't too much work. It took me a while to come up with those ideas, as you can see. However, it was just a lot of trial and error, so I was able to put everything back like in the next 5 minutes, but it was still so frustrating, you know. Yeah, just lost 20 minutes of Riverkit work because it did the glitch where it doesn't acknowledge that I was decorating. For something that is obviously at this point heavily a decorating game, I don't understand how saving glitches are so prevalent still. It boggles me. Yep. Everyone go count your houses. Oh, we hit 20 likes, guys. We did it. So thank you. Jean, so do you remember the design that you did with your river kit? Um, like, are you able to quickly replicate it? I have an idea real quick, and before I forget it, I just want to drop the item so that when I'm ready to test the idea, I remember it. Do you remember like the pattern? And I know the river kit is tedious, like the turning and the placing and like making it feel organic and all of that. But do you remember enough of it to be able to kind of whip it back together? Or is it going to be another 20 minutes? Okay. The red curtain is the one that I wanted to not forget. So just drop that. All right, let's get back to the windows. I wanted to see if this would be a good window to kind of just add a little something, but without the actually, okay, so the theme of this house is going to be balance, not symmetry. That's what we're gonna go for. It's really challenging my brain. I love that for me. I love that for me a lot. And I wanted to see either this tiny window or where's the other one? The other one's older. Nope. I mean, that wasn't the one I was looking for, but or this one. I just feel like there should be a tiny window. And I think it's gonna be this one. This one feels too new. Okay, what I wanted to see with the curtain is basically use the curtain as a partition instead of all beams, like a mix of the curtain. So if I do, I'm trying to get the width right. Oh, okay. Hold on. I need to get rid of some beams back here. All that fussing over the curtain, over the beams. Yeah. Oh, that is the footprint still. Okay. We are just trialing and erroring. Okay, I want to like it, but here's why it won't work for me. I can't make the top of the curtains touch because of the way the grid is. And I just want it to look like an open, unless maybe I can make my peace with it with a, I don't know, let's see. Yeah, I don't love, and I'm pretty sure I can't do, well, let's see. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let me look at it at eye level and then see what you guys are up to in the chat in the meantime. Enjoy your lurk, Ash. Thank you for being amazing per usual. We will be here, I don't know how much longer actually. Just I'll be here for however long I'm here. I do. It was so much. I decided I need food and caffeine to come from me. Yeah. Sometimes it's like, you know what, do it immediately while it's fresh in your head, and sometimes it's like, screw this. And go do something else and come back with more clarity and motivation. I feel you. Enjoy your food and caffeine. What are we getting? New, welcome in, happy Sunday. Are you cozy and warm and safe from the storm, my dear? How are you this Sunday? Pop in real quick to show some love and hit the like button. I have you on the big screen while you preserve my electronics. Yep, you're weathering the storm. Perfect. So yes, save all your power, do all the things that you need to do. That is definitely first priority. But thank you for popping in and saying hi. Another amazing creator in the chat. Check out new ACNH, DDV, not playing Heartopia yet. And Dinkum, although you haven't streamed Dinkum in a while new. Do you still play Dinkum? But amazing, cozy, chaotic creator over here in YouTube. So please go show her some love and check her out. I've only got one. Okay. We were talking about houses. I only got one Moonstone package that has a house, the Apple Orchard. Ironically, that is the one I don't have. That one and the current one. So I definitely never get all of them. And I don't like how it looks. That weird sweet house. Yep, same. So, and that's the thing. When it comes to the houses, I know I'm not going to be a completionist on that front because some I genuinely do not like. And then there are the ones like the Flowery Cottage that was in the DLC bundle that I will never get because it's not coming back. I didn't get that Apple Orchard house and that's never going to come back. So yeah, the house is definitely not a completionist goal. And everyone's saying hi to new Kayla. Oh, hi Kayla. One, I don't know if I missed when you came in. How are you? Happy Sunday. Welcome in, welcome in. Are you safe and cozy and warm away from the storm? That's what I was going to do with the ceiling beams, the footprint, but I'm gonna tinker. I just need to see it at eye level. Do not forget as you come in, check your sugar cube balance, exclamation point cube. And then there are also kind of daily stream redemptions. Check the team menu, see what tea you're getting, see what treat you're getting. And then there are also fun free commands as well as a few other paid redemptions that you can use your sugar cubes on. And you get sugar cubes by literally just chatting and hanging out in the chat. New, you are staying warm, enjoying the stream. Thank you, dearest. Had you up for a while. Really happy that you. Yes, most of my upcoming streams are going to be all decorating because that's my whole for 2026 to see how much I get done. I feel that, James. I also have purchased one seasonal Moonstone pack, and I have been busy to participate in Dream Snaps, so I don't have a lot to spend. I do the bare minimum on my Dream Snaps. That is just all I can afford mentally to give at the moment. What are we having for brunch? New? Tell me. I love a brunch. I'm a brunch over breakfast girly, although I love breakfast, just morning meals in general. But what are we having for brunch? I love a savory breakfast, essentially. Nick is playing Heartopia. It is exclamation point sugar new. And that will give you guys your balance. Javs, enjoy your lurk. Also, Javs, what time is it for you? Is it past your bedtime yet? Or nearing your bedtime? Oh wait, no, I wanted to see if this would bother me from eye level. I don't hate it. I'm gonna try a few things. So for the back wall, there we go. That was really obnoxious. So for the areas against the wall, see, that's the thing, the footprint, because I was gonna like fill the wall ones with the long beam. How close can I get these to the curtain? Let's see. Is this what you were talking about, Kayla? Let's see how that looks and works. And then, hold on, let me grab one of these. Actually, no, okay. Actually, I might be able to do it this way. I didn't need to delete this one. That way I don't lose its position. Also didn't mean to leave. But see, now it's too small. Oh, I guess not really. Okay, I dislike that less. Alright, now let's try a little cauldron corner, if you will. Because the other one was actually really big. like proportion to the room, it took up more of the room than I probably would have wanted it to anyway. But let's see. No, they're not on E. They're just, you know, not great. If somebody can pull up the tally, I know Corgi is most likely still leading the pack. I need to come up with, I mean, I also kind of just do it on the cuff. Like I'll just say a random like, oh, where's this thing I just referencing or whatever the case is. But yeah, I'm gonna be using my sugar cubes, new if you missed it earlier, as just a giveaway purse because I'm not doing anything with them. All right, let's see. Does this spacing work? But how's that? All right, hold on, guys. We're doing some real. You need to really focus. Life-saving stuff is happening here. Okay, I like that from here, and I really don't need to camouflage anything from here. Not the stairs, the beam. You are not even. You are not lined up with you. Okay. All right. All right. Now we're cooking with bacon grease. And it doesn't fit. I gotta delete you. And no. Everybody be quiet. Huh. Well, mathematically, one of these combinations feels like it should have worked. And yet, fighting for my life. Unless it's just that this can only go straight to the wall. And then I'm just gonna have to leave this side of the curtain bare. Yep, that's what it is. It's a no beam for you. No beam on the wall for you. Question is, how long will I go before that bothers me? Not long at all. I think I'd rather just not have. Yeah, I think I'd rather just have this, like. Okay, no. No, oh no. Why did I put those back? Unless I just close this off as a wall. No, I actually like having the opening on that side. Okay, I'm gonna get out. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. All right, we pulled up the tally. All right, so yep, Corgi leading the pack, followed by Crust, then me, then Jobs, and Dom sneaking into the top 5, and then we have Flower Loki, Topher, Tiger Lily. New, you're in the top 10, girl. New and Jeans. Oh, New, you knocked out Nicole. I think that's what happened. You have more than me. You're getting there. I'm so intimidated by the beams. I like using the beams. They're fun. They're fun to play around with. As you can see, they can also be all consuming. Intimidated. I am so sick of I know what you meant. Well, and that's why I had put down the curtains, Jeans, because I also forget about them. And so when the idea popped into my head, it was from the Naboo window. Um, all that work, guys, and I actually hate this. Not the curtain part, the beans part. I think I could deal with the gap more than I'm giving myself credit for. It's fine. It's fine. Let's move along. Let's get this show on the road. Because I know the other thing that I want to do, I think as I progress with other things in the room, that corner will start to make sense. What was I going to say? I wanted to see what this cabinet looks like. Too whimsical. Moving along. And the mushroom one, the vivarium. There we go. I was gonna say something about the curtains. Yes, the Naboo window is what reminded me of it, and that's why I was wanted to put it down before I forget about it again. I really, really like this. Hold up. Hold up. We're gonna try a thing. I know I said I'm gonna make it smaller, and then here I am making it bigger. I reserve the right to change my mind as often as necessary. And nope, 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 absolutely not. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna actually just pop you here. Yes. I think I like that. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. While we're here, hold on. Nope, can't do that. I'm not gonna put you here. And I already have the stairs over there. Cool, cool, cool. Yes, I like that. I like that one a lot. Do I want another tiny window over here? Yes, yes, I think I do. I think I do. And maybe another one over here? Why not? I might delete it later. But we'll see. We are not. Well, look at that. Uh, okay, we will fix that. I want to be in the top 5. No, but 6. You will get there, now. You will get there. I promise you will get there. Um, Lady D, what is your go-to item or favorite decor item in the game to decorate with? I feel like that changes very often because it depends on what I'm making. Um, I can show you my favorite stuff. I haven't updated it in a while, but maybe if I just show you what I've actually marked as my favorites, that will tell you something. Um, so the most recent favorite, this I know I haven't done in a while because I know I've reached for something after this. But let me see if I go in my favorites. Out of my favorites, what do I reach for the most? Probably these two lights for sure. That might be a tie if we're talking about inside. Um, yeah. Oh, while I'm here, just excuse me. Just gonna go ahead and throw that in that corner real quick. I reach for this light a lot. Actually, just gonna go ahead and yeah, so I don't know that I have one favorite. Um oh, I remember at one point this bookshelf had a hold on me. Woo, it was bad. Um oh, let me grab a frame just because I always like having the frames in my designs. Actually, since I was wondering if I was going to keep this window or not. Unlock. Voila. Yeah, I would say for inside, it's probably gonna be these two lights that are maybe tied at the top, but it really depends on like the vibe that I'm going for. I don't know that I have one item. Now, if you're asking me what one item shows up in every single design, like, or nearly every single design, it's going to be that memory frame, and that's simply because I like hanging the memories. But it's not necessarily because it's my favorite item. If that makes sense. While we're here, let's look at a few rug options though. What's yours, new? Let's see. Thank you. I do need to update my favorites though. I haven't added a few things in a while since the Cogsworth and Lumiere update, basically. Yes, baby. The big green one or the leafy pile? Okay. Just my mini throwing in her vote. That's a good choice. Let's maybe. Okay. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I think for this room, these might be. Alright. I just kind of have that hanging out here. Let's see. This feels really bright. I think I'm gonna put this in the back room that I had set aside. I've just kind of been hoarding, not hoarding, but placing stuff that I think will work back here to test out when I get to this room. Because I do not trust my memory. I think I had a library in every house for the first 2 years of playing, and then the bubble came and I looked. The bubbles. Yes. The bubbles. I won't say I've lost my mind with the bubbles because I don't use them everywhere. However, when I use them, I use them. I do not use them sparingly. Okay, before I put that down, now let's work on my palette. And I think we're gonna do, just based on what we have in here, green, red, and brown. I think that's going to be the whites. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the vibes. So now let's see what we have. Let's us see. Brandy, a lot of people lost their minds with the bubbles. You haven't even made one, Brandy? Stop it. Really? How's that even possible? Go make some, Brandy. Go make some. I love a lot of the foliage items, and for interior I tend to reach for the same windows and lights. I can't think of the names. Oh, I do have the windows that I always reach for are a lot of times Tiana's windows, but the new cottage core windows have definitely been creeping up. I use these shelves a lot. I said I have favorites. This trolley, and actually before this trolley, the other garden tea cart. I used to have that in nearly every room. Like, is the room complete if I don't have tea in it? And the answer was no. So actually, okay, like under pressure lightning round, I would say it's probably the tea cart now that I think about it. Because I do, or something tea adjacent, a teapot. I love, love, love the glass teapot. That might be the simplest answer that I can give. Something tea adjacent. I forgot about these. No, these are too bright. I think I'll use the regular vines. And now these have flowers on them. All the festive things. Let's see. Just gonna park this rug to the side as possible, maybe. All right, let's see, let's see. All right. Oh, she does need a witchy stove. I don't know if it'll be this stove, or we're just gonna. Oh, I don't have more. And I think that one gets crafted if my memory serves. Um, let's see. I use them in my main storage and to make floating candles. I still love them so much. No, they're so pretty. I haven't done the Winter Fest or Halloween. Well, no, those bubbles are from Storybook Vale. That is where they're from, Brandy. But also go do the Winter Island to get the winter outfit. Go do that. If you haven't done the Halloween one, it disappears, or is the portal still available? I've actually never checked. Lady, before I go back into lurk mode, did you do your dream snap? I did a dream snap. No, I did. I did something. I submitted something. I'm probably not going back to change it. Um, I gave it all the brain power that I had available to me. So yes, I did do a dream snap. Did you know? Did you? Love DDV, but work is kicking my tail. I should be working right. Work is so overrated. But no, I get it. Adulting, whether it's home things, work things, I'm just placing items. Um, but I don't want this house to feel too witchy. So guys, don't let me go too witchy. I still want that storybook charm, actually. So that in mind, this can go in the bedroom. Kitchen, actually. Actually, no, I'll leave it here for now. I'll leave these options for here. Um, Kitchen. I was losing the plot for a second there. I was losing the plot. Um, this one can come out here in the living room because this is still a house. It is storybook Hansel and Gretel, but not recreating Hansel and Gretel. I think that's kind of where I'm leaning with it. I like this chair. I feel like I was answering a question, but I lost it. Oh, no, did you do your dream snap? Thank you. You're happy about it by this point. There's no telling if it'll be 4K. Yeah, at this point, I'm simply happy to get my participation moonstones. Um, I have been moonstone poor for a very, very long time. I just need to get from one week to the next. Like, you know how like we talk about as adults living paycheck to paycheck? I am living moonstone to moonstone. So I know this Wednesday there is a house coming out that I want. So I just need enough to be able to either buy that house and or one of my pinned houses. Um yeah, that's that is how I approach it now. Especially since um there's so much that shows up in the premium shop at any given moment. Um I can't mentally keep up. My budget can't keep up. And so I just gotta moonstone to moonstone. We do our best so we can do better. This house might be a good place to use that collection. Not the L one. Um but that collection in general. This house I think might be a good place to use it. Ooh, this might be good in the kitchen. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? Am I pulling on the current Nikki banner? So funny. So I was actually in my Infinity Nikki the other day. I'm finally working my way through the 2.0. I was actually going to stream Nikki. If I am able to come back tonight, that might be what we do tonight, guys. However, I pulled on the banner, so the main 5-star banner. I completed that outfit. And then the mid season. So if you guys don't know, Infinity Nikki, it is a gacha game. You pull on banners. I don't pull on every season, but if I like it, I will pull. So that allows me to hoard the things that I need. And they do mid season banners. So there'll be like the main banner for the whole season, and then like 2 weeks in. So like in DDV terms, that's like if there's like the main, like, so you see how like that dream bundle, whatever thing, has been in there every week for the update, but then like something new is added, kind of like that, right? So I started pulling on the mid season one, the 4-star one, new, the one that has the invisibility whimsicality. And then I wasn't paying attention and then started accidentally pulling on the other one. And so I'm so mad at myself. I was like, what is these random? And I realized I was on the wrong banner. So I think I wasted like 4 or 5 pulls. I'm so mad at myself, but I am pulling. I want the invisibility one. I did get the main pieces I want from that though. I wanted the boots so bad. And I wanted the wings from the other one. So even by accident, I did get pieces I like. So not the worst thing. Um, I'm trying to get the hair on the new one and finish it so I can have the visibility. But if I can't finish it, I at least want the hair. So, are you pulling? But yeah, no. Let's see. Let me catch up. Let me catch up. Yeah, I do just enough to get my participation moonstones at this point, because it's better than no moonstones. I really like using this window. I think I'm gonna save that one for the bedroom though. What else we got in here? What storybook doesn't have a cello? What storybook character doesn't play an instrument? That reminds me, I need to look at the pianos. Um, we already have a ladder in here, so that's not necessary at the moment. That's what they are, participation moves. So just writing your name on the paper, you you get some points on the test. The jobs we have in DDVs and no, we are living well beyond our means in DDV. Okay, I am overdrafting moonstones left, right, front, and center. I have so many gems and crystals saved that I don't want to use them. That was me, but I pulled on this banner and the previous or 2 banners ago. And so now I'm diamond and gem poor again in Nikki. But I had tens of thousands at one point, and that felt so good. But I saw something that excited me, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm a pull. And so I like that. That's been my free to play approach for Infinity Nikki. So many premium items, yet not enough new Scrooge items. Yes. And I don't know why I said items, but yeah. Um it is very frustrating where it's like everything new I can get is gonna cost me moonstones. I want to see what tiny rug would fit in there, but I don't think I have one. We're gonna keep scrolling. Okay. Just gonna throw you there as an option. Because note to self, we're not going witchy. We are going storybook. Just this an old house. I know I want to use this sofa set. Um, let's see. No, this sofa's too new. Yeah, this not even. It's more the architecture of it. The what is that? The straight lines and yeah, words are hard. I was looking for you. Not you, silly. Okay, I think I have an idea. This the kind of living seating area. I think the pieces are coming together in my head. Ooh, you are a bright red. I don't think I ever realized that. So were you. Yeah, going into Scrooge and not finding at least a quarter of the volume of the items that we used to get, it's hard. It's hard. Yet the premium shop, it is non-stop. And if you are like me and you are still actively shopping your recommended because you don't have everything, you haven't been playing from the beginning, it's not just the featured that's taking your moonstones. You have the recommended, and that's 6 items. If you buy one, a new one shows up 24 hours later, and don't let it be another new one. Okay, guys, we need to decide if we want to do this sofa or this sofa. Um, okay, I know which one my kiddo's voting on. We're gonna throw up a poll. Um, uh, the one she picked is kind of where I'm leaning as well. So, full disclosure, this might not be a full-on democracy. I might make an executive decision. um, I'm just gonna place the chair instead of the sofa just to save space. But yeah, that's between. Let's just say the furniture set. I mean, I wrote sofa, but you guys get the gist. Let's see here. No.
You're the president. I'm the Supreme Court, and we're Congress.
Here with her color commentary. All right, let's see. Okay, I feel oh. Okay. Okay, I think I have a general idea of where I'm going. We need more round rugs. Let me reset my filters really quick. Yes, no, I'm assuming you say you hate when that happens was the accidentally pulling on the wrong banner. Yeah, I was doing so good. And I blinked, the next thing I knew I was on the main banner. I was so hot. But alas, here we are. Did I miss someone? Nucci, one true diva. Okay, one, tell me what you would like me to call you. New calls you diva, so unless you correct me and tell me otherwise, I'm gonna call you diva. Hello, diva. Welcome in. How are you? Happy Sunday. Are you safe and warm and somewhere cozy from the storm? Please let us know. Check in with us. How are you doing today? Are you playing DDV as well? I hate that I have to buy everything in EDV, and that's because of a personal preference. Fair. And reasons. You're a completionist. Yeah, I knew this about you. No. In this game only because it's the first game I ever invested in. No, I totally get it. I would have loved to be a completionist in this game. Okay, we're looking for a rug. However, because I was not an early adopter, I was really hoping there was a round one that I might have missed. I need something like this, but bigger. Or basically a round version of this one, not oval. Um, Although I might make the oval work back here, but that's not what it was for. But we can make this work back here, I think, though, for something possibly. So yeah, because I'm not an early adopter, I didn't get the founders edition and all of that. I already know I will never hit 100% completion because those items are not coming back. I started playing after Eternity Owl came out. So everything from the Founders bundle, everything from the Eternity Owl Rift in Time bundle when that DLC came out, all of those one and done items, I'm never gonna get. And so that actually gave me the peace of mind that I'll never be a completionist. And so going forward, um, I can literally just focus on what I know I will decorate with, what I know I will actually use. One game I do want to be a completionist in is Hogwarts Legacy. I finished the main storyline, and I eventually just want to dedicate time to going in and finding all the collectible items around that map. That is one game I do want to be a completionist in. Okay, I think. All right, so what I'm thinking is seating area, kind of little dining area over here. Oh, we were supposed to look for a piano. Um, All right, let's see. Oh, I hit reset by accident. I hate when that happens. Why do I keep doing that? All right, third time's a charm. There we go. I worked really hard in my brain to make sure I did not do that. Love the shape, not the shade. I wanted the darker one, but I really love the shape of this one more. I'll make it work with this one. We'll make it work. Okay, so maybe the piano area is here. Hold up. Hold up. Okay, there we go. Okay, what was I just humming? Who can tell me what I was just humming? If you can actually tell me what I was just humming, because I am pretty sure I was off key. Sugar cubes. There we go. Random first quiz of the stream. What was I just attempting to hum? Thank you, Neil. This room is a representation of what's in my brain at the moment. So thank you. I was originally new, but then I was like, ew, who do they think they're fooling? I've been playing since the first weekend. I have my wow, you have the yeah, you are an OG original player, Randy. Because I heard that Candy Crock only like 1% of players have it. I'm fine, thank you. It's cold and being lazy. We like lazy. Okay, so I am someone who I remember years ago I looked up the meaning of the word lazy. And it is not a negative word. And so I have embraced being lazy, normalized laziness. I think it just means basically conserving energy or something along those lines. So love that for you. I do play DDV. Haven't played as much because I have a problem with the dream snaps, but hopefully it gets fixed. No, like a glitch with your dream snaps. I do hope that gets fixed for you. What is going on with your dream snaps? I started feeling like homework too because I have two. Oh yeah, you people with more than one save. Couldn't be me. That much I do know. It's so interesting, this poll, the green and the red have been going back and forth. I do have a poll going of whether or not we're going to go with this seating set, the green, or this seating set, the red. So this one has a matching sofa, I just don't have it out, and this one, this is its sofa. So that is what the poll is, in case you were just coming in and seeing the poll. And I've been seeing it kind of swing back and forth between who the majority is. I'll give it a couple more minutes because I'm not ready for that seating area yet. Anyway, so y'all look good. I just need to tuck you somewhere. There we go. Okay, so I like this. I'm actually gonna center this window and see how it looks centered to the design. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Gonna go eat and watch on the big screen. Enjoy. What are we eating? New? Is it lunchtime? Dinner time? I think it's like lunchtime or something for you over there. But enjoy. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, winter is the eating season, so enjoy. Enjoy that. Enjoy your lurk. Alright, let's get that as close to centered, aligned. Okay, so I think, is this where I want to put the piano? Or I think it's where I want to put the piano. I was going to say the dining, but I kind of just, in case you missed it, we came in with no theme, just vibes for this room. Jeansa gave me the great idea of kind of like Hansel's and Gretel old school storybook fairy tale vibes. So not a recreation of Hansel and Gretel, by the way, but just kind of like that old school storybook vibes. And I'm just winging it. That is what we're going for. And we are in the Enchanted Forest house. we did a random roll of the dice, if you will. And that is the house. One of the 51 houses that I don't have decorated in the house. I mean, in my valley, excuse me. All right, now we reset. I am going to take a quick break actually. Now that we are exactly 2.5 hours in, I'm going to switch my laundry. I'm going to hydrate. I'm going to stretch. Everyone else, please do the same as well, and we will be right back. Okay. We are back. I am going to end the poll. It looks like green won at 62%, which is shocking. However, while you guys were gone, I forgot I had this. And I kind of like its vibe as well. Although I did not look at the sofa. Let's see what this. Um, the sofa might not be the vibe for here. Okay, I feel better. Um, I was like, ooh, is that one gonna be a contender? Okay, so you guys went with the what is that? The green. So that is this one. I am surprised. I really thought red would have won. For the curtains. Although only 8 people voted. Um, I, for the moment, will let this be a democracy. We're gonna see how we can make something shake with the green. Also because I haven't used it, and so um, it'll be a nice brain challenge for me. I don't think I've ever used it since we got the complete collection. So let's get its sofa here. I think I might have actually used the chair once in my Hobbit house. Um, and the lighter wood tone will break up all the darker wood, hopefully in a good way. So let's see. We will see. I hope everyone stretched, hydrated, move themselves around, move their bodies. Um, Thank you again for the 22 likes. I appreciate you guys spending your Sunday with me. I know Sundays are typically a pretty busy stream day. Let me see how this chair looks. Just want to put this here. Just stick you here. I know Sundays can be a pretty busy stream day with different creators, different games. And so thank you for just even spending, a little bit of your Sunday with me and hanging out in the parlor with me today. All right, let's get back into it. Maybe we go for another hour. Maybe we like kind of get the bones for this room done. And I'm looking for my tiny stool, and I feel like I would have passed it by now. Oh, I'm in essentials, not seating. That's why. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Um, yeah, if we could get like the main bones for this room done, and then one other room, that would be nice. Let me turn this a little bit. That's since the rug is more rectangular than square. Yeah, that feels better. That feels much better. This corner is gonna drive me crazy because I feel like it's too small and too big. All like with my two options. We'll revisit it at the end. That is what we shall do. Okay, so you walk in. My seating area is going to be to my left. Yeah. No, that's my right. To my right. So let's move this stuff. We're going to stick you back here for now. Don't think I'm going to use this chair. Okay, so we do the seating over here. Window. Gotta move you. For now, let's just move right there. I might have to delete you all together, but we will see. We shall see. And then it might end up just being the same green rug again. I really like this little chest of drawers. or desk. But okay, hold on. Can I do this? That's as close as it can get. The footprint is killing me. Also, the clipping was gross. I wanted to see if I could get the stairs back there. Don't love that. I might have to save the no, I really want the curtains in this main room. I was gonna say I might have to save the curtains for the bedroom, but I actually really want the curtains in this room. So then, yeah, let me go back to when it was the larger version. Because maybe that's what frames the seating area. Moral of the story being, I'm not ready to give up on the curtains yet. That's basically where we're landing. Until I know they cannot work within the confines of my design, I have every confidence we can make it work. Oh, the clipping. Well, the clipping is wretched. Okay. I had it. Oh, what is in its way? The beam? It can't be the beam. Oh, the stairs. That should have been obvious. Let's try this side. Because this ladder can move. If necessary, it doesn't feel necessary though. And actually, this can go. Let's see, with without. Okay, no, with it isn't bad. Okay. All right, let's just plop you back over here. And that actually just gave me an idea. Okay, okay, okay. I'm here, guys. I'm here. Hopefully back before streaming. If not, hope everyone stays warm. I don't know how long I'll be gone, so just in case, thank you for hanging out, Jamesa. Enjoy your lurk, and hopefully you also stay cozy and warm and safe as well. Okay, I'm here, guys. I'm here. Thinking. All right. I might end up going with a bigger rug. Let's just see how this green one looks in here. See, if we're gonna commit to a larger rug, then it needs to really be larger. Otherwise, I might as well just use the other one. Let's see how this one looks in it. No, that I don't know why I thought that had green accents, not blue accents. I love the size, not the style. Love the size though. So then, let's try. No, I love this rug. It's one of my favorite additions from Wish Blossom Ranch. Too bright. Well, I'll leave it there for a minute. I'll leave it there for a little bit and let's see how that goes. But it definitely does. No, it feels too bright. It feels too bright. You're very purple, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Hold on. I know the green felt. But no, it's not small enough for me to put two side by side. You're too bright. I know that other red one was too red. Okay, I'm gonna stick to, we're just gonna go smaller scale. There we go. Alright, I think you're no, not the right scale. Kind of like a foyer. Right scale, not quite the right look? Question mark? What about you? Huh. You know, I like it. I like it. Okay, we're just gonna keep on keeping on. And let's just see where we land with the different things. We're gonna put a window here. Because why not? Or wait. I couldn't move it, so let's just undo. Or here. No. I think it shall be the window. And you actually might not be a window at all. But I'll get back to that. Okay. All right. This cabinet's going to go somewhere over here. Okay, so I can start getting rid of, I'm sorry for all the spinning, guys. Alright, I can start getting rid of the things that were just kind of like testing the design. Okay. Okay. We are making progress. Thank you for 23 likes, guys. That really means a lot to me. I think we're gonna go ahead and get rid of you. I actually want to test something. I don't even know footprint wise it'll work, and then if it'll even look right, but no, I don't love it. So let's go ahead and keep this over here. Wonderful. Make sure these are all the right height. You need to be lowered. I'm gonna use those crescent looking markers as my, yeah, those are crescent moons. Okay, so yeah, there we go. There we go. Wonderful. Wonderful. And I think I'm going to move you here. Yeah. I mean, either side can work. Bless you, baby. Okay. Yeah, you are not gonna work in this room. And you can go. So much for my dining room. Oh, thank you, Kayla, for the reminder, because I have not saved. Okay, at least it actually synced. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Kayla, for that, because I was definitely in the zone. And it did keep everything at least this far. So thank you for the reminder. Yeah, sometimes, I mean, I think we're all guilty of it. You just get into a groove and then you're like, oh, it's been 30 minutes and I haven't hit save. Alright, so I am, okay, before I move this one though, let me go ahead and see. The Merlin one would have been good if Merlin wasn't in blue. And when, because I have a lot of memories still to complete, when I can't find one that I like, I usually end up picking like one of the what is that, those journal entries, or like one of the handwritten looking ones so it looks like a note or something. I kind of like the story that this one might be telling. I might change that later. I'll go through and scroll and see. I'll look in my collections tab of what memories I actually have. I'll put you there for now. And that is because I'm gonna put that. I want to put, I'm not ready to not have a use for you yet. I'm gonna see how this cabinet looks over here. Ooh, excuse me. Let me delete that. Now, give me 1 second, everyone. All right. Okay, yeah, I like that there. Am I gonna have to get rid of my little swing chair? I think I am. don't want to. I mean, I don't have to. It still works. I mean, I will walk around it and see. Yeah, we're letting go of that. And we're gonna do something here. Or let's see. We want to do it like that. I like to take advantage of the 16-point rotation whenever I can, if it makes sense. Alright, let's see. Okay, that chair has no home here. Normal. Yeah, no, that was fine, just the way it was. Okay. I don't know if this is symmetrical. I don't think it is. It's not. Kind of like a fake runner. But instead, okay, hold on. Actually, on that note, let's try this. My stairs are not straight to my door, but it's fine. It is not a hallway. Let's see how that looks. Nope. Don't love it. Alright. Let me get out. Just gonna see where I am at the moment. Okay, the framework is here. I gotta get rid of this chair. Yes, the framework is here, and I feel at least good enough. I know after off stream, I'm going to be touching and tinkering, but I feel like this is a good spot to let it go, let it breathe, and move into the next room. Yes, this feels like a good stopping point for this room. Yeah. Right. So this one is going to... I'm not ready to do this room just yet. Only because I have more ideas for this room. Wait. Actually, no. Since this goes upstairs, let's make that the bedroom. Let's make this... I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's make dining over here. Yeah, I like this size. I feel more creatively equipped for dining. Oh, we actually just hit our 3-hour mark. Maybe this is a good stopping point. I think this actually feels like a good stopping point because I don't know how much I might spiral much longer on the other one, and so this feels like a good stopping point because I just looked and we're basically about to hit the 3-hour mark anyway, and I'm still TBD on whether or not I will be returning this evening to stream. So rather than burn myself out, if you will, let's stop while they're getting good. Thank you guys for hanging out today. Thank you for the 23 likes. Thank you for all the new friends in the parlor today. I know quite a few. This is the first time catching me stream. Kayla, Vecna, Diva, I hope I didn't forget anyone. Thank you to all the creators who hang out today. Nicole, Decorista, Hot Cocoa Collective, both the Cocos actually were here today. Kylie, New, Ash, who's not only a creator but also my amazing mod, one of my amazing mods, Guardians of the Cozy here in the parlor. Thank you for all of you keeping me company. Thank you for letting me know that all of you were safe and warm and cozy somewhere. I know the storm is just getting started today, so I hope you guys continue to stay safe. If there is anything that is minimal damage and you are able to recover quickly, we're going to see who else is streaming. If you've been here before, you know I can't officially stream anyone, but if someone else is streaming, I will drop the link, and I would love it if you just go ahead and do hashtag Danbury Raid. Yes, mod love for our guardians. So if you can drop some hearts and paw prints for Ash, oh, mod love. Before we end, check your sugar cube balances, see what you are sitting on in terms of sugar cubes. And yes, I'm stalling while I look to see who is streaming. Tinkerly is streaming. She is a fave. So we will unofficially raid Tinkerly. And all I ask is that, just do a little hashtag Danbury Raid with a teapot if you're feeling fancy. I know you can't copy and paste from me. Well, I don't think you can, depending on the device you are using. Hold on, let me just drop the message here. There we go. And going to bring the parlor over to Tinkerlily. Hello, because she's also decorating in DDV. So the decorating vibes can continue. Yes, check your balances on your way out. Let's see who was leading the pack as we close out the stream. But again, thank you for all of your company today. I haven't decided yet, but if we return this evening, it will be Infinity Nikki. If not, I will see you guys most likely tomorrow morning for another early morning stream. Definitely been enjoying those. So looking forward to that. Corgi, Cress, me, Jeffs, new top five. Top five. You manifested it. Some would say by typing it in the stream, you might have even vision boarded it. The news rounding out the top five, and then rounding out the top 10, we have Dom, Flower Loki, Topher, Tiger Lily, and then Jean. So congratulate, look at that shakeup all in one stream. So yes, let's head over to Tiger Lily stream. I put the link in the chat. Hashtag Danbury Raid with the teapot if you're feeling fancy. Again, thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for spending your Sunday with me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.